he, she, him, they, the, boom, bang, ba, fang, cool. You know what my pronoun is? Guess. Time's up.
Okay.
It, as in it, can't take this shit anymore.
Hollywood is buzzing after a legend just revealed a bombshell that no one anticipated. He's taking a bold stand that's sending shockwaves through Tinseltown, and it's genius. This isn't just a joke. He's making a powerful statement about the ridiculousness of the pronoun trend.
I mean, it's not a comedy, but there's a humorous element in it, in that you are this East Coast guy coming to kind of figure out what the West is all about, right?
Yeah, it is. There's a whole different kind of culture out here, which is really what forged a lot of the country.
Sylvester Stallone, the iconic action legend, isn't just taking on villains in movies anymore. So what's prompting Stallone to defy expectations, and what does this mean for the future of filmmaking? He's recently been in the news for his strong stance against woke culture in Hollywood. You know, that movement where everyone is hypersensitive about everything? Well, Stallone is not buying into it.
It's over. And once you're exposed out there, it's out there. I mean, you're going to have people following you home and guys like...
Insiders from his movie sets have made it clear that Stallone doesn't let anyone dictate what goes down on his turf. He's been putting a stop to any efforts to introduce woke ideas into his films, and he's not shy about it. Stallone isn't one to hold back, especially when it comes to the current state of filmmaking.
For example, when Rocky would never be made today. This never would have happened. It's over. Majority. The Godfather wouldn't be made today.
You know, it's really refreshing to see someone in Hollywood standing up for their beliefs, even if it ruffles some feathers.
Series, as a writer yourself, how different is it getting 10 hours to tell a story as opposed to 2 hours? I feel like it would be a huge transition, right?
Yeah, it's a lot, because I had to learn about 410 pages of dialogue.
The star of Braveheart and The Passion of the Christ was sidelined by Hollywood after a series of controversies and for being vocal about his Christian beliefs.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
He's not the only one. Matthew McConaughey, the charismatic Texan famous for scene stealing, also faced criticism for his Christian beliefs, though not as harshly as Gibson.
Scaffolding for morals and ethics and for societies.
Yep. It's I mean, you know, for people that go, oh, it's a circus book, or people that the non-believers, and I'm like, well, it's still the best one going. There's a lot of great truths.
Hollywood seems to follow an unwritten rule: conform or deal with the fallout. Sylvester Stallone, a guy who's never shied away from shaking things up. He's seen it all and knows the industry will chew you up if you don't play along, but Stallone, he's not backing down. In the 80s and 90s, Stallone wasn't the only action star ruling the box office. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Austrian oak, stood right there beside him, flexing and dropping iconic one-liners.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy.
Here's the thing, while Schwarzenegger was pumping out hit after hit, Stallone was busy creating his own distinct path.
You asked me, I didn't ask you!
Why don't you just turn off your brain and let your heart do the talking?
And after the wedding, you'll move into a nice ground floor apartment.
Why a ground floor apartment?
Because after I break his legs, he's not gonna make it up any steps.
Sure, they both played tough guys, but Stallone added something unique. Hard. Even now, Stallone is still kicking butt and taking names, but there's more than meets the eye. If you check out his recent films, you'll spot a recurring theme: patriotism and family values.
That it's politically, we would say, vital right now.
Oh.
It's that too. It's right on the edge. Also, it deals also with the foreign country, you know, and well, you've heard a little bit about it.
Stallone knows these are the values America needs more than ever. Think about it. Whether he's a tough veteran in Rambo or a retired boxer in Creed, Stallone's characters always show a strong sense of duty and loyalty. It's like he's on a mission to remind us of the ideals that made America great.
I believe that some of the most talented people in the world fail because they can't take the criticism. They're too sensitive. Their artistic part of them just can't withstand the withering intellectual verbal bullets.
Take Rambo, Last Blood as an example. In this gripping finale, Stallone's John Rambo faces off against Mexican cartels to save his niece. But it's not just an action film, it's a bold statement. Stallone isn't merely fighting villains, he's standing up for what's right. Check out this emotional scene where he expresses what he really believes.
But I never really arrived. A part of my mind and soul got lost along the way. But my heart was still here.
In a world where heroes are often portrayed as complex and flawed, Stallone's Rambo brings us back to simpler days. He's the embodiment of classic American heroism, standing up for justice and protecting the innocent, no matter what. Sylvester Stallone, the genius behind some of the most memorable action flicks, has a unique talent for mocking today's societal trends with a wink. And guess what? He's at it again in his show, Tulsa King. It's Stallone's way of saying, let's not take ourselves too seriously. In Tulsa King, his character comically takes on topics from political correctness to social media addiction. Think you've seen it all. Remember that clip where Stallone tackles the pronoun debate? You know, the one where he questions, what's happening with this country lately?
What's going on with this country in general nowadays? Does that mean like your generation? Seriously. Come on. And these pronouns. What the fuck is with the pronouns? He, she, him, they, the, boom, bang, ba, fang, cool. You know what my pronoun is? Guess. Time's up. It, as in it, can't take this shit anymore.
It's pure genius. He's not merely telling jokes, he's making a statement. By shining a light on the absurdity of the pronoun craze, he shows us just how out of control things have gotten. And the best part? He delivers it all with a grin, making it impossible not to laugh along with him. But wait, there's more. Stallone isn't just about the humor. Underneath all the action and comedy, there's a more profound message. He has a knack for weaving his beliefs and values into his characters. Whether it's about patriotism, family, or plain common sense, it feels like he's saying, hey, don't forget what really matters.
The whole point of a college degree is to show a potential employer that you showed up someplace 4 years in a row, completed a series of tasks reasonably well and on time. So if he hires you, there's a semi-decent chance that you'll show up there every day and not fuck his business up.
Get ready for a surprising revelation. Let's take a trip back to 1977, when Sylvester Stallone was a young actor trying to carve out his place in Hollywood. What inspired the creation of Rocky Balboa? Stallone felt that movies at the time were missing something essential, something that made viewers cheer for the underdog. That's when Rocky came to life. Stallone wanted to recapture the essence of classic films from the 40s and 50s, where morality was the core of the story.
That cinema, at least, the movies I had been seeing were at an all-time low. Everything was anti-society, anti-Christ, anti-government, anti-everything, and there was no one to root for. And I also feel that films are very cyclic, so...
And here's another twist. Stallone's commitment to those classic film values hasn't wavered one bit. In an industry that constantly chases the latest trend, he sticks to his roots. Why does he resist the status quo? Whether it's challenging political correctness in his films, or poking fun at social trends in Tulsa King, Stallone is unapologetically standing firm. Think Hollywood has changed him? Think again. Stallone's dedication to his ideals has only strengthened over time. Why is he so resolute? His films emphasize values like patriotism, family, and good old-fashioned common sense in a world where Hollywood often overlooks its foundations. Stallone is a steadfast reminder of what truly matters. So what do you think? Do you agree with Stallone's views on Hollywood and woke culture? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.